I'm Zav. I'm the founder at Mixtons. We are a beverage manufacturer in the UK, and I would give Toucan a 5 out of 5. So prior to Toucan, we used to use a whole suite of different tools to measure our marketing effectiveness and try and communicate it to investors. So we had a different tool for SEO, for our PPC, for our social media, but we found that actually Toucan allowed us to bring everything together in a way that was really easy to digest, to then present to our investors and to stakeholders. And that's the main beauty of the platform. So the reason that we chose Toucan, number one, was how easy it is to bring all of your data together. Fundamentally, these days, as a business, you have so much data, there's so many different touch points that you can get lost in, but actually really identifying what the key pillars that you're measuring are and bringing them together in a really cohesive manner makes communicating your performance much easier. So for us, that's the main reason that we use Toucan, is to communicate our performance as a business to people that are interested or people that we're trying to impress. So onboarding with Toucan was a little bit tricky in that the UX and UI felt a little bit outdated in areas, but actually once you get the hang of it, you realize that it's actually quite simple. I think the most complex part of it is pulling data from different sources, actually. So it's not on Toucan's side, but it's more on your business's side to make sure that you have the data that you need to input into Toucan from wherever you're pulling it from, whether it be Shopify or different applications. So as long as you have an awareness and control over your data, and as long as you're willing to put in a little bit of time at the start, um, using Toucan's tools does become very easy. But I do wish that they had a slightly better onboarding in terms of potentially an account manager or kind of a guidebook to walk you through the system. So if you're thinking about using Toucan, the one thing I would say is just to make sure that you have all of your data available to you and that you know what you're trying to track. It's very easy to overcomplicate things when it comes to presenting your data and to putting together kind of master databases to present to people. So just make sure that you have a really streamlined process internally before you go to Toucan, because it's very much a presentation tool more than it is a quality tool, and it's up to you to make those decisions on what you're showing and why. So just have really clear systems and processes in place to make sure the data is rich.